I've had many questions and emails over the past month regarding the now. People ask, how do I get to the now? How do I stay in the now? And what I'd like to say is that every moment is the now. You cannot ever achieve getting to the now. No matter how hard you try, it is always now. People search for the now, but the search will be in vain, as it is always now. People ask me, how do I stay in the now? You are always in the now. The only thing that can happen is that your mind can pull you out of the now. But this is an illusion as well. You can't be pulled out of the now. But your mind interprets the now differently. It is afraid of this moment. Being in the now is the death of the ego. So it will always try to pull you out of it. If you are on a spiritual search, I'd like you to be honest with yourself. Contemplate. Am I really searching for something? Because unconsciously, by searching, you are actually resisting this immediate moment, the eternal now. You are actually resisting the now by searching for it, which you will never find. You need to see how you are resisting this now. This may come as a shock, but of course, only to the ego or separate self. However, we must see how we are always avoiding it. This is a very important insight. Once we see how we avoid the eternal now, you can begin to deal with it. You can understand how you are always moving away from it. See the spiritual search as an actual defense against the now. As denial can be a defense against truth, anger can be a defense against sadness, and projection is a defense against owning your own feelings, the spiritual search is actually and shockingly a defense against remaining in this moment, the eternal now. We are actually unaware that we are moving away from it. We are searching for it. The mind is not comfortable relaxing at this moment. It always needs to pull you away and then intellectualize that you're actually on a search for something better. That's the way the mind deals with the shock and the death of itself, of the separate self. It knows if it stays in this now, that it will eventually die. So it pulls you away in the search of something that is a complete illusion. But it would rather be searching than to sit in this moment and to die. You will realize and come to the conclusion that there is no one. You will realize there is no separate person. The separate self is an illusion, and the ego is an illusion. It's just emptiness. We need to rest in this emptiness. The ego will be scared in the conclusion that it doesn't exist. The story of your life doesn't actually exist. This will make you feel like you're dying, but it's actually the separate self and ego that are dying. The separate self and ego are the resistance to now. Conditioning will begin to disappear and melt away. All that remains is the unconditioned consciousness. You will then realize that everything you did was in resistance to now. This is very shocking, especially to the ego, as this is its demise. Remember, this is important. Everything you have done was in resistance to the now. All that remains is awareness. There is no separate self having an experience, just the energy of experience's self. Spiritual seeking is actually showing you your resistance and moving away from the now. Many people believe that spiritual searching actually brings them into the now, but what it does is it actually shows you the defense against the now. There is no time. Time is lived only by the ego and separate self. What you believe you are moving forward to, you are actually moving away from. You must understand that all searching is moving away. The key insight is that you are moving away from this now without even realizing it. You may remain a spiritual seeker for all your life, and the mind will be just fine with that. But once you understand that the searching is the moving away from the now, the more you can reside in your present experience, which is truly all there is.